on the accordion from Phil Cunningham here from Edinburgh. And at the end of his solo, we're going to join him for a couple of tunes to finish off the first part. I don't know if there's refreshments on sale, is there? No? Yes, there is. Oh, good. Well, there's refreshments and T-shirts and records and things on sale out there. And we'll have a wee break after this. But first of all, we're going to have a solo, and then we're going to join him for a couple of tunes. Phil Cunningham. Right, Jeff.
I'm going to start with a slow air called The House in Rose Valley, and then a pipe march from the west coast of Scotland that I don't know the name for. And then it's followed by a set of reels. The first one's an Irish version of a tune called The Mason's Apron. And this one comes from Kerry in the south of Ireland. And a tune called Jackson's Number 2. And then another 2 Scottish reels. The first one is written by a man called Bobby MacLeod, and it's called Jean's Reel. And the last one's called The Moving Cloud.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. That was a tune, the last tune there was a new tune written by Phil. And it was written for Fred, our roadie. It's called A.B. Corsey, the lad from Orkney. Orkney is up in the north, off the north coast of Scotland. It's a series of islands still inhabited by wild Viking peoples. Do a song from Aberdeenshire, which is in the north east of Scotland, really. And it's a song about a young girl called Sally. And Sally was very, very beautiful. And that was her main problem, really. In the song, she's chased by an old man. I don't mean like, down the road after her, that, but I mean he pursues her, he courts after her. And he's very rich, you see. And she's just an ordinary girl from the village, and he tries to persuade her by offering to buy her all kinds of expensive things in an effort to gain her for a bride. And so he offers to buy her an expensive gown. He said he would buy her a beautiful gown made of muslin. This is a Scottish song, in case you haven't noticed it. This is the kind of scale of gifts we're talking about here. He was enthusiastic, but he wasn't stupid, And he offers to get her a horse-drawn carriage to ride around the town as a fine lady, He said he would get her a little thing called a jaunting car. You must have seen them on, like, Bonanza and A Little House in the Prairies. And to complete this picture, he said he would get her a little lapdog, pedigree dog, because, in the olden days, ladies had to have all kinds of things like that, dogs and gowns and umbrellas and things. And so, nowadays a Ferrari usually does, but anyway, he offered to buy her all these things, but she turned him down. She said that she would rather take up with a young man, even if he was totally penniless, before she would have anything to do with an old man, no matter how rich he was. And not content with just turning him down, she went on to tell him exactly why. And she said that he was so ancient and dilapidated that he reminded her of a very, very old set of Scottish bagpipes. Now, we heard the pipes tonight and they were lovely, weren't they? It was great. And you've got the bag and you've got the pipes. It's a very logical nation, that's why they're called the bagpipes. And the part that plays the melody, that's called the chanter, you see. And she said that if he was a set of pipes, that there's no way you could ever get any kind of a decent tune of any description from his chanter. Whereupon the old man, who was in perfect health, just died in the next verse right away. Just of a kind of a terminal embarrassment, fit or something. Anyway, she gets her young man in the end. Here we go. Because when the old man dies, he leaves all the money to her. Whistle talk. That was called, this... Here we go. Your tongue, dear Sally, for you a jaunting car and a broad white muslin gown. I'll buy for you a jaunting car and a broad white muslin gown, and likewise a bonny wee lapdog to follow your jaunting car. The deal gangway your lapdogs and your jaunting cars and all. For I'd rather hae a young man to round me pay the wall. I'd rather hae a young man with no a penny at all, before that I'd hae an old man to round me fae the wall. For your pipes they're never in order, your chanter it's no in tune, and I wish that the devil would hear and put a young man into your room. I wish that the devil would hear and put a young man into your room. For I'd rather have a young man with no a penny at all. I knew the old man's dead and gone, but he's left her a fine fee. He's left her £10,000 and all of his land safely. He's left her £10,000 and all of his land safely, and likewise a bonny wee lapdog to follow her jaunting car. I knew she's gotten our young man with no a penny at all. I knew she's gotten our young man for to row her fae the wall. But he smashed our china cups and saucer and he's broke that mull, and he's killed our body we loved on, that followed her jaunt and call. Do a song about a man that likes to have a good time to himself all the time. And the way he does this is that he travels around the country and works for a wee while, and then if the place is starting to wear on him, he moves on to the next place. And he likes to surround himself with as many amiable lunatics as he can, and party as much as possible. And in the song, if there is any kind of a philosophy at all, or any kind of a message, it's just that you should have a good time when you're young, so that when you're old and you can't manage anything else, you can at least sit and remember the good times you had. You must have noticed, if you've had any ancient relations, you can always tell the ones that have had a good time when they were young. They've got away with them, you know, they kind of look to them, you know. They're also very disturbing, because they can sit for long periods of time saying nothing in a room just quietly by themselves, and then when you least expect it, they just go ha 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 ha. Have you noticed that? You must have noticed that. Frighten the life out of you till you discover that they're just remembering a party that they were at in 1903. You know, they're not going to tell you about it because you weren't there, you know, and they were also doing all the stuff that they'd been warning you against, you know. So here we go. The song's called The Ramblin' Rover, and if you can pick up the chorus, have a bash at it. Oh, there's sober men in plenty, and drunkards barely 20. There are men of over 90 that have never yet kissed a girl. But give me a ramblin' rover, fae Orkney down to Dover. We will roam the country over, and together we'll face the waddle. There's many that feign enjoyment from merciless employment. Their ambition was this deployment from the minute they left the school. And they save and scrape and ponder while the rest go out and squander. See the world and rove and wander, and they're happier as a rule. Oh, there's sober men in plenty, and drunkards barely 20. There are men of over 90 that have never yet kissed a girl. But give me a ramblin' rover, fae Orkney down to Dover. We will roam the country over, and together we'll face the wall. I've roamed through all the nations, in delight and all creation, and I've tried a wee sensation where the company did prove kind. And when parting was no pleasure, I have drunk another measure to the good friends that we treasure, for they always ren were mind. Oh, the sober men in plenty, and drunkards barely 20. There are men of over 90 that have never yet kissed a girl. But give me a ramblin' rover, fae Orkney down to Dover. We will roam the country over, and together we'll face the waddle. If you're bent with arthritis, your bowels have got colitis, you've galloping bronchitis, and you're thinking it's time you died. If you've been a man o' action, oh, you're lying there in traction, you may gain some satisfaction thinking, Jesus, at least I tried. Ah, the sober men in plenty, and drunkards barely 20. There are men of over 90 that have never yet kissed a girl. But give me a ramblin' rover, fae Orkney down to Dover. We will roam the country over, and together we'll face the wall. There's sober men in plenty, and drunkards barely 20. There are men of over 90 that have never yet kissed a girl. But gimme me a ramblin' rover, fae Orkney down to Dover. We will roam the country over, and together we'll face the world. Come up the hill hard and hungry, Donald's come down the hill wild and angry. Donald will clear the Gowk's nest cleverly, he is the King James, and to Donald McGillivray, come like a way bug. Donald McGillivray, come like a way bug. Donald McGillivray, balance them fair and balance them cleverly off with a counterfeit Donald McGillivray. Donald come out of the hell, but he's the other man as he were mad for some way another man. When he comes back for some will look merrily, he's taking James. Donald McGillivray, come like a wee man. Donald McGillivray, come like a wee man. Donald McGillivray, remember the family halfway to Jake. Donald McGillivray, Donald fucking way through the deep. Donald has set up with bends and baggery, but that's one white waggery made them the devil. And Donald McGillivray, come like a sailor. Donald McGillivray, come like a sailor. Donald McGillivray, go the family halfway to James. Donald McGillivray. marketman, he will hate justice, but he'll market. Come like a cobbler, Donald McGillivray. Come like a cobbler, Donald McGillivray. Beat them and bar them, when go the family are waiting James. Donald McGillivray. Donald was lifted way, Burns and Barker Green. Donald was lifted with flags of property. Arnold on high, and Mackins on Heath, and my lord, how Donald, he's fighting and thrashing, but come like the devil, Donald McGillivray. Come like the devil, Donald McGillivray. Scalp them and scarred them, it proves they unbrotherly. Up with King James and with Donald McGillivray. That was a song about a Jacobite called Donald McGillivray. In fact, his name is mentioned in the song. And he was a great soldier early on in the first rebellion, 1715, and then later on in what was known as the 1745 rebellion, with where the Highland clansmen fought against the Hanoverian troops and a lot of Scottish lowlanders, and also another lot of Scottish Highlanders as well, because there was a great disagreement at that time about who should be king. And the Jacobites were the followers of King James. And in the song, it just says that under the leadership and with the inspiration of men like Donald McGillivray, that they couldn't lose, which just shows how wrong you can be. However, that was everything happened, everything came to an end at the Battle of Culloden, 1746, and that was why it was called the Jacobite Rebellion. It was just a war, but if the English win, they call it a rebellion. It's always happened like that. Nobody knows. If you win, they call it a revolution, you see.
Hark, when the night is falling, hear the pipes are calling, loudly and proudly calling down through the glen. There where the hills are sleeping now, feel the blood a-leaping, high as the spirits of the old Highlandmen.
Yo-ho, yo-ho, Brushlets or Lammer, boys, whichever you've the notion, 50 cents for shaving cream, $1 for the lotion.
Old Spice means quality, said the captain to the bosun. So look for the package with the ship that sails the ocean.